Hey, what is up, guys? It's Guilty here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. How y'all doing today on this terrific Thursday afternoon? Hope y'all are doing well. I know I am. With that being said, we are going to jump right on in to our first match of the night. And we're going to play around with a little bit of the dredge, methinks. I'm so conflicted at times. Like, I'm in that mindset of, like, the hoarder mentality with add-ons. I'm like, I should use them. They're good. I like the add-ons that this killer has. You know, the field recorder and the Malthinker skull. It makes a lot of sense to use those add-ons. On the other hand, I go, however, at the same time, what if I want to use them later? It's that, like, open world RPG hoarder mentality that, like, I have stuck in me. I'm like, well, what if I need this for the next boss? And I just never end up using it. It's like, oh, I have this really powerful item that I could have used this entire time but didn't. Whoops. I think I need to just get in the habit of using add-ons more often. Like, if I ever want an add-on, I guess I can always go searching for it in the blood web. That's the only thing, though, is, like, the reason why I almost don't want to is because such a tedious and arduous task of trying to find an item or add-on in the blood web. We saw that yesterday with Tombstone Piece. Also, is my camera doing strange things? I feel like the frame rate is, like, off or something. I don't know why that is. Either that or there's, like, more blur. Almost like more motion blur. It's because I have the contrast. It actually might be. That's so strange. It might actually be because I had the contrast lower. I wanted to do it so that way my beard didn't, like, blend into my shirt, but, odd. Yo, what's up, Firefly? How you doing today, friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, though. Let us see what these survivors bring to me. We're going to start off with the dredge. Once again, it's kind of randomizing here and there. Figuring out who I want to play tonight. And sticking with the builds of, like, Corrupt Intervention, 1 gen aggression, 1 gen slowdown, and then a utility perk. Usually to the benefit of the killer. So it's a lot of, like, Scourgehook Pain Arrest, Scourgehook Gift of Pain to, like, slow things down, but not, like, running Eruption or Colubrine or, you know, other things in addition to the Scourgehook, which we have been doing prior. That's more of the meta builds, right? Field recorder will set it into nighttime right away, so I'll be able to get a little bit of help finding these survivors off of start. So far, no sign of them. Really? No one here. Wow, that is surprising. I wonder if they spawn behind me. And as would be correct, There's the Nancy, a little bit of a sprint burst. She will not make it back to the pallet in time, though, which is lovely for me. Oh, Nancy, the dredge wants to have a word with you. All right. She doesn't get much of anywhere here. Now, I will note there is a survivor nearby. And there they are. Hi, Cheryl. Did you think I was going to go for the pickup just like that? You were wrong. All right, double down here. Let's pick up Cheryl real quick before they're able to set up. We'll grab Nancy thereafter. And that there is a Scourgeon and Hook. No sign of survivors incoming. Actually, I stand corrected. There was one there. Not sure why the Eerie Crows looks a little bit more foggy. I'm not sure if maybe they brought a reagent. Which still surprised those are in the game. Or maybe just something to do with dredge. Maybe a visual bug for all I know. Well, let's deposit this. Get some additional speed to catch up to the unhooker. The Dwight. Hello, Dwight, my boy. Come on. Okay. Now we do have make your choice on the dredge. Gets a bit of distance, potentially a life. Like to get an injure before the teleport. Okay, perfect. Hello. How you doing, friends? Get the injure on you and then go for the Nancy, who is the make your choice target. Hi, Nancy. Don't you worry, friendo. You'll be going down shortly. I don't think she has any distance here to get to the vault in time. She realized that too. Oh, it's so busted. I swear. She's not the make your choice. Who was? It must have been... Who was? I'm actually genuinely confused on who the make your choice target was there. That's so odd. But we'll continue on Nancy then. No reason not to. She doesn't get much of anywhere here. Does he try and do a locker attack? She does not. With everyone injured, Nightfall will go back up pretty quickly at the Malthinker Skull. Though I can wait just a little bit for the hook here to get me an additional 20 points towards. Let's do that now. Perfect. Could have sworn I heard an injured survivor. As mentioned, we do want to recoup our tokens for the unhook. They did unhook here. We do see a gen pretty well progressed, and there's a Kate. Oh, Kate, me girl. Kind of want to push her back towards Shaq. There's a Lithe doing just that. Trying to fake her out there on Shaq. We'll get the down here. Alright, sounds good, Fire. Sounds good. And let's get you down. No real Scourgehooks nearby. Interesting. No one anywhere nearby. There we are, Cheryl, me girl. Let's go for you for someone else to go for the unhook. Ideally, someone who is healthy. Not sure why they didn't go for the pallet, but opted not to. Survivor's still on hook. Nightfall with a bit of time left on the clock. that is Kate and not the Nancy. Kind of unfortunate. I think we do stick with her here. We'll break it as she has life. Ooh, good call there. A noise notification in the distance. Let's take a peek. Make a choice must have been right off a cooldown. But we will see good old Nightfall activate once again. Alright, let's get you on a skirt, Chuck. Once again, gonna slow things down just a wee bit. Kate seems to have gotten healed, probably off that medkit she had in hand. Oh, Nancy! You got that sprint burst. There's the vault in, vault out. That's 2 vaults. Let's vault with her then. There's Kate. Let's see if we can get enough distance away to activate Make Your Choice. Oh, Kate, me girl. I think not. Alright, there's the life play. She does have a pallet here. I imagine she just drops it. Perfect. Alright, up you go. Back onto the Scourge and Hook. Let's break. Or not. You know, I wanted to break that on my way too, but apparently that's no-go. I heard a Nancy. Maybe it wasn't Nancy. Maybe it was just a Cheryl. No, it wasn't Nancy. I was right. And it looks like that was Dwight there on the Make Your Choice. Interesting. Where do we think the Dwight went? Ooh, spicy dodge there. There's that killer instinct. But no sign of them. I wonder if they're up top, potentially. Oh, we see Dwight. Make a Choice, though, is about to be deactivated. So a bit of a moot point. Let's go for Nancy here. Interrupt the play. Ah, she must have heard the locker double back. Good on her. Oh, we do get a little bit of distance here. I think enough to go for the swing. Perfect. Oh, Nancy. And perfect, right next to a Scourge Hook as well. Up you go, Nancy, me girl. Let's check some gems. Doesn't seem like they're over there. I heard someone around here, though. At least I thought I did, but there's no one injured, and I could have sworn that it was an injured survivor. Very odd. I don't think we really need to do much here. Yeah, we see Dwight right there. Kate and Dwight in a bit of a pickle. There's the Dwight. You're good, but sway as hell. Honestly, I don't see the term sweaty as a bad thing. Honestly, it's not exactly like I am absolutely trying my absolute hardest, just really making use of the killer to their fullest, at least in my opinion. But GG's, my friend, GG's. I appreciate stopping by, saying hi. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach kills how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Very happy to have you here. I missed that one. Needed to go back to that locker. But I think we actually somehow made it work. All right, where'd he go? The Scratchy's going all around. And we do see the Dwight Nightfall activating shortly. Pop shade here. We'll get him off the LT further into the tile. But I hope you're having a great day. And hope you're having some fun with your Dead by Daylight. I think it's the first Dead Heart that I saw you use there, Dwighty boy. All right. I'm glad I waited that out. Nightfall didn't activate yet, so I didn't get that speed boost. I wonder if she's heading towards Dwight. Or she went to basement instead of up top, but say la vie. Where, oh, where is the Cheryl? Or not Cheryl, the Kate. Might as well just sit and wait then, see if she goes for the unhook. If she does, then we're able to get to make a choice. Kate! What's your choice here, friend? I'm getting a sense that she's not going for it. I have a sneaking suspicion. I mean, it makes sense during Nightfall. I'm able to teleport immediately back to that hook with Make a Choice. So, it makes a bit of sense. Let's see. There's Dwight. No scratch marks. Huh. If I were the Kate, where would I go immediately after that unhook? Interesting. Oh, whatever she did a good job of avoiding me. Alright, well, I guess we should find the Dwight then? Because I feel like things are going to be running a little bit slow here. As far as not going to be on gens all too much. I should probably be teleporting, getting Nightfall active again, so we get that built-in killer instinct. Well, I swear to God I heard a survivor. Oh, there they are! Well, let's get the hit on the Kate, since she is body blocking. And we will go for the kill on her. He has the vault here. But now what? You just waste your speed boost? Perfect. Up you go, Kate, me girl. Nightfall will be activating here shortly. 20 points on the clock with this hook. Dwight went this way. Let's take a look. I'll see if Hatch spawns next to Shack. It does not. Good news is, they can move around pretty quick. Did not hear her on our way around the outside of the map, but I do see a Dwightenine. No drop pallet. There's the dead hard. Ah! I'm not sure if he was thinking that I was saying yes, or if he was thinking something else, but you will be going up onto the hook, my friend, for the final hook of this match. Honestly, really liking this build on Dredge. I think it's a nice bit of utility as far as make your choice is concerned, a good amount of slowdown from Gift of Pain, on top of which, keeping survivors injured longer with the Malthinker Skull, and just Dredge's power in general. Overall, a good thing. Scourge Pain Resonance for just a touch of Gen Regression and Corrupt Intervention for that early game slowdown. So overall, not bad at all. But GG, well played to these survivors. All right. Yeah, so it was a 2 heal med kit. Ooh, Distortion. Does that stop Killer Instincts? No, it's just aura reading, it looks like. Just aura reading. That makes sense. I was wondering if maybe that was why I wasn't always finding them off of the Killer Instinct, but does not appear to be the case. But let's spin the wheel and see who we want to play next. Let's do a match of the excuse me, the twins. But before we do, I'm going to change up our build just a little bit, but we're also going to run a quick ad as well. For those who are not subscribed, it's a quick minute, 30-second ad, so nothing too extreme. It does support the channel and everything that we do here, so we will be back shortly. I promise you will not miss a single thing. So let's go Corrupt. Once again with twins, it slow down, Scourge Hook. I think there's an argument. There is an argument to be made for, instead of Scourge Hook Gift of Pain, to instead use Thanatophobia. At the same time, the ability for Mangle at 25% slowdown, I think goes a really long way if we play around it. As far as the last perk on twins, I don't know. I think utility-wise, Brutal Strength makes a lot of sense. Alternatively, we might be pushed into Forced Penance if we find a lot of survivors are body blocking for them. As far as add-ons are concerned, I mean, Force Stew and Scarf, or Force Stew and Toy Sword are really strong. I don't think it's as impactful as, like, Malthinker Skull. I think it is beneficial, but definitely not as impactful in comparison. Do we have any blood point offerings we want to use? Any survivor puddings? We do have survivor puddings. Let's use those. Oh, actually, do we have any event items? We do. We have some Frightful Flans. So let's use those up. Also realizing that Rank Reset is going to be in like 2 weeks. So that will be exciting. All right, well, we are in our first match of the twins. And let's ready up, shall we? 3 medkits, so yeah, things like Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain, gonna be really, really powerful here. Once again, that just overall healing slowdown on top of the hemorrhage status effect, which now reduces or regresses healing if interrupted, is actually pretty huge and will definitely be beneficial for twins. So I think this is going to be a good build. As I think more and more, like, this just feels very comfortable, like, in my opinion, a rather fair build. There are ways in counterplay to work around Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain, whether that be body blocking to get re-injured to get rid of Gift of Pain, forcing the killer to then decide to go for the person who body blocked or the person they're body blocking for. And as far as Corrupt and Brutal Strength, I feel like there is no real unfairness to those perks, especially Corrupted Intervention at this point, where I do feel like it doesn't have the biggest impact in the world in the grand scheme of things. However, The fact that Corrupt Invention does end at the first down can be pretty impactful if you get a very quick down. So that's kind of the hit or miss of it, right? Like, if you get the full 2 minutes because the chases are taking long, then, you know what? Corrupt Invention did a good job. However, if you get to down very quickly, then, well, it's a 30-second Corrupt. That's kind of awful in the grand scheme of things. So, give and take, I do suppose. I still stand by the fact they should have a... If they have Corrupt as it is, I feel like they should have a built-in Corrupt, and then Corrupt Invention extends it, much like BT does. But we are on the Mount Ormond Resort. Let's go to middle. As far as spawn location is concerned, they should be over there on the left-hand side, I would imagine. Breaking this early is not a bad idea, as it's a pretty strong loop in main. No scratch marks there right away. Hill blocking line of sight, which is kind of unfortunate. Not seeing survivors, though. They may have already rotated. And I might not be seeing it. Either that they spawned behind. Whew. So that's like a 3-4 man gen plus prove thyself, I feel. It's gonna hit on the Ada. Follow up with Vic. She is moving over towards... Oof. She is moving over towards that, and we do see a lot of body blocking, so that is kind of what we were talking about earlier, whether or not we wanted to have forced penance, and if survivors played right, that we might be forced into a scenario where we do need it. But we'll get the down. Let's get them up. No flashlights to worry about. We do hear a pumpkin kick behind us. That's the Leon, and we're going to go for the Scourge Hook. That way we get both Gift of Pain and Scourge Hook Pain Res. The only gen that I know they're on is main. We saw the Quentin go over there. That sounds like 2, if not 3 survivors on that. We're going to stick by Cheryl. Bring out Vic. There's Leon. So now we got 3 survivors off of gens. Potentially 4 if played right. They got our Vic pretty quick. There's the vault. Good attempt at a fake, honestly. We'll keep him injured and then go to contest the unhook that we see Quentin going for. And let's go for Quentin. Yep, perfect. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. We should be close enough to get the pickup on Quentin. But you see a missed skill check, I believe, by the Ada over there. Pick you up, try and find a Scourge and hook. We do see one. Ada's probably healing up that medkit, but taking a bit longer than she'd probably like. Gift of Pain now activated on her. We do see Ada back in here. If we do pounce on her, we do want to commit to the chase. There we go. So she's off of gens temporarily. We see that they have gone over towards Shack. We can interrupt that and slow down their healing. Miss skill check. And Leon. Oh, Leon, me boy. Bring out Victor for some extra distance. See him going over towards here. Let's first interrupt you, though. Kind of curious if Quentin's still nearby. He is. That's Gift of Pain, though, so I'm fine with this. We'll leave him be. He's slowed down, and we do see Michaela right in front of us, who just crushed Vic. Looks like Ada also healed. We're getting rid of those medkits bit by bit. Sure. We have real strength. Perfect. Alright, up you go, friend. We hear someone right behind us. Scourge Shark right around the corner. We'll regress the gen by another 15%, and then once again, the built-in slowdown. We also need to be mindful that Quentin's by himself in Shack. Might want to send Victor out there. Perfect. We see Ada. We see the Michaela. That's still regressing. We got 3 survivors off of gens, which is huge. Quentin now able to go back on gens if he so wishes. Alright, let's see where she goes from here. Dead hard? She has to have it. I'm not sure how these are missing, but, you know, that do be like that sometimes. Your gen on our left with a bit of progression. Keep in mind, Quentin's probably back in Shack. Question is, which one do we want to defend? Let's go for Shack here. He will get the kick. We will contest the unhook then. Yep, there's Leon. So he was the one on the gen. Ada will not body block with BT. There's Quentin's completion on the gen. No break. And now they are free to move towards Shack. So we're actually going to interrupt the heal then. We'll know when Leon goes back to his gen as well. As we have Victor lane and wait. Yeah, this will at least slow him down for 10 seconds. Quentin over there, Leon over here. We can actually push him in towards Quentin, which is really nice. Ada already healed. Quentin's back here is the thing. A little bit of mind game there on Leon. Yeah, what's up, Redwood? How you doing today? Good fake on his part. I like it. He'll vault out. He's on short side now. He done did mess up. Everything's going well right now. Everything's going well. Playing against a pretty well-coordinated team, to be honest here. 3 medkits ain't helping me at all, though, especially with twins, but doing a pretty good job. Jennifer here is not the most progressed. That's insane. So far, I'm still really exhausted, which is like a big part of it for me. But other than that, yes. All right, we see them up top. We see Michaela down here. She's going to try and bait me. We'll take the swing. And then go for Quentin thereafter. Get everyone injured if at all possible. They can't have many medkit charges at this point. Leon might body block for Quentin here. He's saying no. So it looks like we will not. We'll just Bloodlust here if we need to. I think that was dead hard. Another heal on the Michaela. I wonder how beefy these medkits are, or if they just have a lot of healing perks on them. Because they're healing quite quick. Alright, let's stick nearby, bring Victor out, because we want to make sure this gen keeps on regressing. We saw someone around here. There's Ada. That's perfect. She has Sprint Burst, potentially? At least trying to charge some form of exhaustion. Let's go for Chase. That appears to be a Treat Pumpkin, so a little bit of an extra distance here for her. But it does not appear to matter. Jen missing skill check there. There's the unhook. Ada down. Scourge hook once again. We're moving towards Victor. If this is not true BT, we'll get Quentin Boy down. A little bit of missed time there. There it is. Let's go over to this gen. No one nearby. Alright, we'll go for Quentin. Get him out of the match. We're at this point in time in the game where I need to be a little bit aggressive. Let's see if you have Decisive Strike. No Decisive. Scourge Hook Pain Res incoming. Oh my word. Talk about cutting it close. Alright, let's grab this. Get a bit of speed going. They were just like a second sooner. That would back breaking for them. Alright, bring out Vic. Close but no cigar, Michaela, me girl. Close but no cigar. You see scratch marks over here. Interesting. Well, it's a bit of game back and forth. There's Leon. Let's bring Michaela back towards Victor then. Let's see if Leon's back over here. They're definitely coordinated. We just need them to mess up. Ah, yes. That's what I wanted to see. I knew that they might be smart enough to do exactly that, and Leon did it to a T, so love it. I'm fine here getting the 3K, honestly. I think that is more than okay by me. I don't think you make that vault. Oh, you're trying to make the pal instead. That's fine. We'll break it, forcing the corner. We'll make the vault. Now he has a pallet. Now I can bring out Victor. AGC has started. Bloodlust incoming. Need to make a choice at some point here, Leon boy. There's the dead hard. Pallet drop gets him no distance though. And I don't think he makes it back to Michaela. Honestly, a really good game. The survivors really played well, and I feel like so did we, given the circumstances. So not bad at all. I really love seeing the Leon crouch in order to try and kick Victor. It's one of the best plays there, and a lot of survivors tend to forget that you can avoid Victor's killer instinct terror radius, or detection rather, when crouched. But GG, well played to these survivors. Let's take a look at these medkits, because they were beefy. Yeah, look at that. They were beefy as hell. Freaking 4-charge medkit plus build to last. That's insane. And then a 2.5-charge medkit with the gel dressing, both with additional speed from the sutures. Boon circle healing, which I forget if we actually saw, but also desperate measures, which when we kept everyone injured, that's all the way up to what, 4 times 14, so that's 56% heal speed, utter insanity. And then of course the hyper focus and stakeout with the prove thyself. It makes sense why that first gen went as quickly as it did, and then another 1-charge medkit. Either ways, that was a good one. That was a fun match. Let's spin the wheel again, and we got the rootin' tootin' shootin' cowboy, the slinger himself. But before we do ready up, we are gonna run a quick ad. Ad manager wants to run one that'll probably interrupt next match. We don't want you guys missing out on any of that. So for those who are not subscribed, we are gonna run a quick 1 and 30-second ad. For those who are, you won't miss anything. We'll just be chilling, chatting, not much going on. So for those of you, there we go, we will be away. You won't be missing much, if anything. Right. Build-wise, I think we keep as is. I do like this. It makes sense. As far as utility is concerned, I think we can go either ways of Brutal or Save the Best for last. We don't really need these add-ons, but we shall rotate on up. Alright. Honestly, having a fun time spinning the wheel and just landing on whoever and playing whoever's next. If you guys want to, you can always re-spin the wheel by using the channel point reward or selecting my killer specifically. I believe it's 2,500 channel points, so do keep that in mind if you are interested in seeing someone in specific. Otherwise, kind of just going to go back and forth on whoever we want to play, and if I really just feel like, yeah, I'm feeling this killer tonight, we'll just stick with them. All right, and having a fun time kind of going through each individual one as we see fit. We'll wait out the full match start time, just make sure the ad has ended. Who's my main? So I don't really have a main, nor would I say that I have necessarily a best killer, though. I do have my preferred killers, and thus I would say I definitely have a lot of experience on them. Pyramid Head is definitely up there. I feel like I'm pretty proficient with Pyramid Head overall. Do I think I still have a lot of room for improvement? Absolutely, but that's because I play literally every single killer. And as a educational streamer, that's kind of what I want to be able to do. So when the next killer comes out, I'm going to be playing them, giving you my thoughts, comparing them to other killers, and being able to say, yeah, here's my thoughts, here's why I think they're in this tier, yada, 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 and really breaking them down because I have the ability to, you know, take a moment and go, yep, I'm proficient, if not above average on every killer. I definitely have my weakest killers more than I have my strongest, I feel, at times. My weakest killers definitely being, like, I would say Hillbilly being my absolute weakest killer. Spirit, maybe not far behind. I'm not like a bad Spirit, but like in comparison to what your average Spirit can do, I feel like I'm right about there. Outside that, I want to say everyone I'm pretty good with. Like, I understand each individual killer's mechanics. I understand what perks really highlight their strengths or shore up their weaknesses. And like what play styles to work with those. And so I feel pretty confident on almost every killer. I definitely will have my bad matches because of that and how I haven't really specialized. Blight, I will say, we probably have some of the most playtime on, because we did do a challenge at one point called the 60 million blood point challenge, where we tried to get 6 million blood points in under 30 days. We did successfully do that, and we did by playing almost nothing but Blight. It was insane, but it was a fun time. Based on our spawn, they could have spawned over by Shack. It's unlikely. Also noticing that we have high ping for whatever reason. Not sure why. Potentially on the wrong server. So far, no sign of survivors. Nothing over here. You see a Fengmin. Hi, Fengmin. How you doing, friend? She does have a med kit. Do you want to note that? No dead hard. Another Fengmin. I was hoping that she'd flick back. She did not. Let's pick up before she gets on the pallet. And let's bring her over to Scourge Hook. I'm doubtful that we really get much in the way of regression, but we will get slowdown, especially as she does have a medkit in hand. Surprisingly enough, though, looks like they jumped on main, and that is not far away at all. Scratch marks are going out. Pallet and down. I want to say we heard the lorry, but we see a Yui here. I was hoping that maybe we might be able to get a hit there. He's being very careful not to take a shot over the pallet. Honestly, we didn't really need to take a shot there. I probably shouldn't have in the grand scheme of things, just because we were boxing her out anyways. Fengmin did get healed. Gift of Pain now active on her, slowing her down. We did see a survivor jump into Shack there, so let's reload and go after them. They are nearby. They probably re-vaulted, a slow vault in fact. Kind of hoping that we get both the hit and the pallet. Yeah, that's fine. So she gets some distance. We got a very strong pallet out of the way. We do hear main with a bit of progress, so we will go up here. Looks like it's Fengmin. This will deactivate Gift of Pain. That's fine, though. Back at the same palace before. Perfect. No pallet drops for you, friend. Let's bring you over to the same Scourge Hook, get things regressing, as well as get the pain reapplied to the Fengmin. We will have maxed out our void points, and we do see an injured Lori out of nowhere. That's lovely. I think we may have actually been able to get that shot if he had just a little bit more distance. It's aggressive, but... There we go. Let's see if we can get her closer. Yo, what's up, Munchie? How you doing today, friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I am Mark, aka Giltspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach Ghosts how to play Killer and survivors how to play against Killer. Very happy to have you here. How's your day been? Hopefully you've been having an amazing day. And potentially some good matches of DBD as well. Let's go for this Fengmin. Will she go for the 1-for-1 trade? If she does, that's actually huge. Hello, friend. Fengmin does heal herself, but does apply Gift of Pain back on her again. Scourge Hook Pain Resonance incoming, as well as Gift of Pain applied on this Fengmin. There's the unhook in progress. Yeah, let's move her down to Deep Wound stat. Not sure what other Fengmin is, funny enough. Doing well, just max chillin'. Hope you're having a great time. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're having a grand old time. So Lori injured. Where'd that Fengmin go? Interesting. It's still regressing. What about over here? Is it this gen? We don't want to go for lore. I don't want to tunnel her out. We don't need to. We're on 5 gens. So let's hit the Yui. Double back. Do you have Dead Hard? Doesn't look like it. I will let you know that if you are interested, we do have a channel point award where you do get to randomize my killer. Otherwise, we will be kind of just playing whoever I decide at the time. On the Scourge Choke Pain Resonance here. Since I did mention that I am an educational killer, so I do play every single one. So if you are interested in any tips or tricks, let me know. Whether that be playing as them and or against them for that matter. Over there. Bet you they're in this corner, right? It would sound like it. Suicide on hook. I understand, Fingman. I understand. Unfortunately, I only give mercy to the last survivor. So up you go, friendo. A boon in the distance. And we do have max void points, so let's get a little bit of a speed boost. Check this gen over here. No sign of that, nor the boon. Since they have not completed more than 1 gen, we will give the last survivor the hatch. That is my general rule of thumb. That way, you know, just a little bit of a treat, I suppose. Never play this game, just enjoying the general commentary. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, I will say, I am, like I said, an educational streamer, but on top of which I'm also... Hi. I am also a owner and host of a competitive Dead by Daylight stream. So if you are interested in seeing really high-level gameplay, would definitely recommend checking out my channel called Champions of the Fog. We are live every Saturday and Sunday. Saturday being the Major League team and Sundays being the minor league teams. It is really, really cool. And definitely gives you a stark contrast between, you know, a public game like this and really high-level play. But we'll get Fingmin hatch. She is the last survivor remaining. We've gotten, you know, 0 gens completed. So we'll be kind and give them that. I'm just gonna go around and get some extra blood points while we're at it, kicking some gens and whatnot. Honestly, Scourge Choke Pain Res did a lot of work here, so too did Gift of Pain. I feel like we were pretty aggressive when necessary, but you know, really making use of all of our perks. Hatch is over here, so we find the Fang Min, we'll lead her to it. We'll keep that in mind. Fang Min! If I were a Fang Min, where would it be? Also, why is my ping so high? Yeah, we're 150. I feel like I'm either connecting to West Coast or to EU, which would be really odd at this time of day. Still no sign of Fang Min, by the way. Go over here and kick a gen. Fang Min. I thought I would have saw like scratch marks or something at some point. She could be like at the exit gates, I suppose. Just chilling, waiting. I guess we'll close hatch and just wait for doors then. That might be the best case scenario. All right. I'll just stay far away from doors. Give her ample breathing room. And hope that she's just not like chilling in a locker or something in the middle of freaking nowhere. Don't see her on this one, though I can't from that angle. Bye, Fang Min. Yeah, she's setting up for that exit. Fair enough. That's why sometimes I'll do a quick ancillary search, see if I can find them, lead them to the hatch. If not, then just close it and see if they go for doors. But GG's to these survivors. 4 heal medkit again. Ooh, she had Soul Survivor 2 and Wake Up. that there being a 75% increase in exit gate speeds. Jeez, that is nutty. Tenacity, prove thyself, off the record. Boon, prove thyself, off the record. I mean, pretty standard builds, all things considered. All right, on to the next one, shall we? And we are going to play a match of the Onryo. I really do hope that in due time they, in some way, shape, or form, do something for the Onryo, because she really does suffer from the M1 syndrome. It's not like Trapper where you can like start to shut down loops. She just really does suffer because she doesn't have much utility. The Condemned is a gimmick. The Teleport is hit or miss because the TVs take so long to turn back on. So I'm hopeful that they might tweak her and tune her at some point, but because of her being an IP killer, it's just so unlikely. My desired change on Onryo is to have it where if survivors are in with X distance of a turned on TV, they gained condemned stacks at a certain rate. Can be pretty slow, but as long as it's a certain rate and it's meaningful, I think it would be significant and it would really help her out. In addition, when she teleports to a TV, it does not turn a TV off. Instead, the only way a TV turns off is by a survivor turning it off and grabbing a VHS, allowing her to teleport to any TV she wants. I understand why they don't want to do that, as theoretically speaking, the Onryo would be able to teleport to the same TV again and again and again and again. But realistically speaking, that's really inconsequential. They could also just have a cooldown on the teleport, maybe dependent on how many people are condemned. It starts to, the cooldown is faster, or something to that degree. Like, I think there's a lot of ways they could tweak Onryo in a really meaningful way that would just kind of push her a little bit more than where she is right now. Same thing with Freddy. I also want to see another Freddy rework. At least once again, my biggest thing of Freddy is the fact that twofold. A, I want to be able to teleport to generators even if they are completed. I think that is perfectly acceptable. B, there needs to be some form of negative status effect when survivors are asleep. Right now, quite literally, there is no benefit to survivors waking themselves up. The only one is that they don't get choked up by dream pallets or hit by dream snares. But even then, that's pretty inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Treatment Theater Onryo actually might be kind of cool. Survivors do not have a lot of line of sight. They have a lot of line of sight blockers, in fact. And for that reason, we might be able to get some sneaky hits and or grabs. As far as spawn logic concerned, it's kind of utter garbage here. It's so hard to figure out where everyone is. Also, it seems extra dark for whatever reason. So far, no sign of survivors, though. No scratch marks, no nothing. Oh. You see someone here. They might not realize that we're on them. Thank you very much, Kate, me girl. Don't mind me, I'll go for Steve. Steve-O going into the library. Really, really strong tiles. No light, but a back-to-back window. Really strong loop here. Oh, that's a mid-vault, Steve, me boy. So we will get the down. Looks like 2 missed skill checks out of nowhere. Well, let's get the Scourge Hook, get the Pain Res going. And then we can teleport over to them. Trying to see if there's a TV around here. There is. Perfect. Get it down before Make Your Choice actives in front of a Scourge Hook too. That is lovely. let's check this gen. We heard them on main. You see someone here? Honestly, I might just go for the 1-for-1 trade on Claude here. Kinda fine with this. As we hit the Scourge Hook. I'm not sure how we didn't get the hit there, to be completely honest. She'll drop it. We lose a lot of distance off that God Pallet. But we get the down pretty quickly nonetheless. Make your choice pretty far gone, so it's unlikely that we get the down on the gate, but not outside the realm possibility. Ooh, speaking of the Kate, she is right here. Make your choice, still up by a small fraction, but we will get the down for it. That was huge. You know what, actually, let's go by here. You see scratch marks, let's re-manifest. Everyone's injured, so make a choice pretty inconsequential here. Up you go, Steve-O. I want to say it's the other Kate on the unhook on Claude. Let's see here. Who are we chasing? Is it the Kate or the Claude? That is the Kate. Perfect. Exactly what I want to chase. Now, she has a pallet coming up here, but I don't think she makes it in time. I was waiting out a Dead Hard just in... Okay. Just in case. Okay, let's try not to do that again, shall we, friend? Alright, we do have our Scourge and Hook over here. We would like to deposit our Void points. Let's hit this. No one here. Oh, I stand corrected. There's very much someone here. That there is the Claudie girl. We will get the down on, actually, with the help of our speed boost from the Void, funny enough. Scourge Hook incoming, make your choice up. We'll hear either Steve or the Kate scream. Now, where do we think Steve is? I think that answers our question. Maybe? No, that was the unhook. Oh, I got bamboozled by myself. We're gonna hit the Kate. Leave Claudette's heal to regress. Claudette not doing anything, it would seem. She has all but given up. I mean, if you want out, I will gladly give it to you. Up you go, friendo. I'm so sorry, Kate. I am so sorry. What I just did to you was probably the most insulting thing I've done in Dead by Daylight in quite some time. That was brutal with a capital B. Up you go, friendo. And all that is left now is the Steve. Well, let's kind of look around, see if we can find where he might be at. Oh, Steve. Ash spawn here is pretty difficult. Fine, you can finish it. You can finish it. Finish it, then I kill you. That is the trade here. I will give you Gen, you will give me your death. That is the rules of this trade. Now, if you could do it a little bit faster, Steve, that'd be much appreciated. It'll help. Is this helping? I think it's helping. Alright, you got Jen, I got kill now. Maybe he has performance anxiety, maybe. You're not outside the realm possibility here. Alright, friendo. You got your last Gen. And on the look you go. And I am going to just add a quick stream marker for that clip later because that was the best thing that I've done in a while. Just that 360 into down at that pallet drop. The Kate had no shot in hell. But GG, well played to these survivors. Yeah, I just don't want to play that. Fair. Good luck, have fun next match. You just let me get challenged? No problem. Seems like pretty chill people. You know, I understand, like, some people don't like going against specific killers. Honestly, I feel like my build is pretty fair. How so? I'm curious on this. I generally want to understand your thought process. How is that boring? Explain. It wasn't for me. I had a freaking ball. But they apparently not so much. It's like I have 1 gen regression, 1 gen slowdown, and then 1 utility perk in addition to corrupt intervention. Back-to-back hook? Yes. I was playing pretty well. IMO. Just very unfun. Ow. Not like I was tunneling. So this is interesting. I told you how no one could do anything. I mean, she's not that strong. Interesting. So basically, Claudette, what she's saying here is that no one could do anything at any point in time. So make me think that they believe, which is why I said your gameplay is typical Sadako. What? I am very confused. Like, what does that mean, typical Sadako? Because from what I understand, most people equate Sadako to tunneling because her power very much lends itself well to a tunnel out game strat because you're able to completely ignore body blocks by de-manifesting through them, going past them, re-manifesting, and getting the down, right? I was just playing really efficiently with make your choice. So I don't know, that's odd, but you know what? Whatever, honestly, don't care all too much. We are gonna move on to the next one. I don't think that that will make sense to me in the slightest. I can kind of understand from their perspective that it was boring, quote unquote, due to the fact that they did not have the ability to do much. However, is that my problem? Not really, no, not really. It's not really my problem to deal with. I get to play the game I want to play and how I want to play it, whether or not the survivors like it. Hit a survivor suffering exposed status effect to your weapon 2 times while using the Dragon's Grip. Not right now. What, Tomarion 12? Did we get another chapter in our current tome? We did. Knock down 12 survivors. We'll do that one. Alright, but let's spin the wheel once more. And we got the Vomit Mama herself, the Plague. As far as build is concerned, do I want to go like as far as utility is concerned on her, all right? Because like, so here's a problem. This doesn't do much at all. Survivors do not heal. So I want to read it real quick. When a survivor's unhooked, the first time the survivor is healed, they suffer a 16% speed and healing penalty until injured again. This doesn't make sense to use. And for that reason, I think we instead, as far as our slowdown, maybe I'll just keep it as is with the order, like corrupt, slowdown, regression. I think we run Thanatophobia instead, which I mean is typical Plague, right? Thanatophobia, Scourge Hook. And then as far as utility is concerned, I think Brutal Strength still is beneficial here. So we'll run Brutal here. We'll also run Afflon for more bloody points. I was hoping that going down to 1 million was going to be enough for me not to cap out, but we're going to be cutting it pretty close, I feel. I have a mad feeling that we will. We also have time for like 3 more matches, by the way. So Plague and then 2 more. So if you do want to get your killer request in, now is the time to do it, as we have 2 more matches hereafter. As far as like the meta build, I mean, I guess we don't really run Thanatophobia on the meta build, do we? We just run that double regression plus Brutal. So I guess Thanatophobia will be interesting here. As for each injured survivor, it's 2%. Then once all 4, it's that additional 12. For a total of 20, yes. I think of like what else really benefits from survivors still being injured. I mean, there's always like Blood Favor. There's always, I'm blanking out on the perk. Yeah, Blood Favor, Thanatophobia, Gift of Pain. What else? What else? Oh, what's the one that makes them oblivious? It's Nemesis Hysteria? Hysteria. Hysteria is also not necessarily bad, as people are going to be getting injured often. If you are injured, then you're going to be oblivious for 30 seconds. Though it can only activate every 30 seconds, so there's a lot of times where things overlap, so you're not going to get as much value in the grand scheme of things, so meh. Things that activate when survivors become injured. So, for example, Gearhead, funny enough, would not be like in a horrible perk. After survivor loses health state, Gearhead activates. While Gearhead is active, each time a survivor completes a great skill check while repairing, the aura is revealed to you for 10 seconds. I kind of wish that that they would tune this a little bit and move it away from great skill check to good skill check. I think that would make Gearhead just a little bit more viable. Yes, it would be a lot of value. But I think that'd be an okay thing, as Gearhead just really isn't utilized all too much, and for the most part, or reading perks, at least in my opinion, at least at where I am as far as experience in the game, is not all too beneficial. It's why you don't really see me run any aura perks for the most part, unless we're trying to synergize well with something else. Alright, though. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Discord real quick. Father Campbell's Chapel, eh? Well, let's see what we can do. We also want to take a look at the main building, as depending on the setup, we're going to want to break things. As far as spawn locations concerned, they are going to be spawning back in Carnival. Double wall, one window. Honestly, if we have bamboozle, it'll be a bit more tolerable. We do not, though we do find a very early find on the Atom. That was really strange. Felt like my vomit had a bit of a strange delay here. We once again have that high ping. And I do wonder why. 2 other survivors at high ping. Back at the pallet. Let's try and keep the chase if at all possible. You are not infected, I do not know. There it is. Pushing it back in the carnival's not a bad idea here. Brutal will get us some additional distance as he moves over to main. He has that one vault, which he's going to try and get to. Does not take the correct turn. Wow. I could have sworn that swing would have landed. Oh, there's the down. That'll be on 1 stack. Alright, Scourge Hook Pain Res, get the pain, about to kick in. We did see someone over on this gen over here. Perfect. If they want to stop it from regressing, they're going to have to touch it. It is still on the LT wall, so we don't want to leave her here. Trying to get everyone broken, if at all possible. That was really odd. Not sure if that's quick and quiet or what, but that's now 3 infected. Serena here on the Sabo play. Are we able to get to the Scourge Hook? I'm gonna give it a shot. Also, I do think that they're back on this gen, so we're actually going to drop chase here. Infect you. Serena, I don't think has gone far. And she's already been infected for a while. But I think that we broke this. So hoping that I could get Kate off that. Alright, there's Natophobia at 4 stacks. Trying to get her to drop this. There it is. Alright. Time to go hooking, friend. Now, keep in mind the arena does have that Sabo. Another gen popping off, though. They are not going down out of fight, are they? Let's see. Scratch marks. Going over toward Shaq. There's Arena. Yeah, that was the right move. I was hoping that she might misplay there. We do get a bit of distance here, and will get the down for it. That is huge. There's a Scourge Hook nearby. We don't need to worry about Zarina's saboing, because this is her. We might want to grab our power while we're here, funny enough. It is out in a corner, so it's not exactly all too strong. As far as where they are gen-wise, your guess is as good as mine. Probably over in Carnival, I would guess. But I do hear some progress here in Maine. No sign of them, but I do correct myself as that's blood. We do see a infected Kate here. and will get the down for it. That was so odd. Yeah, the door's not opening. That is so odd. So far, so good. So far, so good. Having some fun matches. Let's pick you up. We do have another Scourge Hook here, though this is a bit aggressive, I think. Let's try and make our way over nonetheless. Try and get some more regression going. Has some mild regression or mild progress on it. Scratch marks though. So this is a Adam from the sounds of things then. Once again, mild progression on that chin. Not sure why he dropped that when it can go right around. No scratch marks. Why is that? Why do you have no scratch marks here, Adam? That's so odd. I wonder if it might be Shadow Step from a boon? That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, Adamy boy. Your time is running out. Break the pallet 2. There is the full infection. A little bit of mind game and got him down. Gotta love that. It's a really aggressive mind game too, to be fair. Thank you, appreciate it. Scourge Hook right here. Do have some pools around. We do also need to drop our void points at some point. There is the gen. Get it infected in case Ada somehow makes her way back. Scratch marks going around. They are Ada girl. Let's go for a full infection. Yeah, and just waiting for the vault, make sure that we are able to get the down. I don't know necessarily what exhaustion perks these survivors are using. Ooh, there's a Kate. Hello. Let's pause their points before too long. Don't want to miss out on that. Grab our power 2 for some additional lethality, and go back for Adam and or Zarina back here. Scratch marks. Too bad for you. Don't matter if you're infected. It would have been insta-down, mind you. However, you will be going down here, Adamy boy. Dead hard. So he does have dead hard. Alright, let's get you onto the Scourge Hook, friend. About 15, it's what, 60 seconds? So yeah, about like, what, 15, 20 seconds left for our power, so let's pick this up here. Both survivors injured. Infected now. They're on the same gen. And it's not this one, so they're back there in that corner, both the Ada and the Kate alike. So Scourge Hook is the white hook that you see there. It is tied to a perk, in this case Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. And what that allows is that certain things happen when you hook on that hook. What? What gen are they on then? I guess they had to be back here on this gen, I just didn't realize it. Huh, okay. Go figure. Well, let's drink up. So in this case, Scourge Hook Pain Resonance regresses gens at by 15% when I hook a survivor on it. So it's just a little bit of gen regression. 15% off a gen, by the way, is roughly 13.5 seconds of time that the survivors now need to sit on the gen thereafter. Now, if I were her, be around here. We saw the skill check miss. Oh, the hatch is right here. Well, let's close it up. She is full infected, so it doesn't really matter much as far as infecting the doors is concerned. Can we get a line of sight on both? Error turn before, but never really knew what it meant. Yep, so yeah, specifically Scourge Hook Pain Resonance will regress gens by 15%. Scourge Hook Gift of Pain will apply the Mangled status effect on the survivor off the unhook, and once healed will give them a gen penalty, healing penalty, and totem cleansing penalty of 16%. Scourge Hook Monster Shrine increases the rate in which survivors are sacrificed on the hook as long as the killer is outside of 24 meters, I believe. I believe the rate in which they are, the hook stage is increased by is 20%. Then there is that all of them? Monster Shrine, Pain Res, Gift of Pain, Floods of Rage. When a survivor is unhooked on a Scourge Hook, the auras of all other survivors will be revealed to you for like, I want to say 6 seconds. Which does synergize well with certain perks like Make Your Choice, for example. But EGC will claim the Zarina's life one way or another. We're just going to try and go for a little mind game here. We got Bloodlust, and we will get the down for it. Do you have Dead Heart? A flashbang. Okay. Alright, alright. I see you. I see you. Up you go, friendo. As far as hooks are concerned, do we have any nearby? We do. I got this one right here. Yeah, Scourge Hooks are RNG based. There are 4 that spawn throughout the map, and they are highlighted in white in comparison to normally hooks highlighted in red, or in the case of the vent, orange/yellow, or I guess goldish. But with that being said, GG well played to these survivors. Oof, just barely on that. Unfortunate. I feel for the Kate here with the medkit and the anti-hemorrhagic syringe. At the same time, I absolutely despise that add-on with a passion. So, you know what? I'm kind of glad it ended up getting burned against the plague. Alright, well, we are going to go into our next match, and we are going to play a match of the Mastermind. But before we do, we are going to do a quick ad break. For those of you who are not subscribed, you will get a 1 and 30-second ad. Good news is, though, you aren't going to miss much, if anything, as we're just going to be setting up our build and also going to be loaded into the next match's pre-game lobby. So you should be all good in that regard. With that being said, we're going to run that ad, and we will see you soon. Build-wise, kind of going back to Scourge Hook Gift of Pain. I think, once again, good slowdown, both on healing as well as gens. Pain Res, it's Pain Res, 15%. It's currently the most regression you can get through one perk. So if you're able to get Pain Resonance back to back to back to back, which you've been doing pretty well this stream, it is absolutely backbreaking to survivors. Bamboozle, in my opinion, an absolute must on Wesker. I think there is no reason to ever not use Bamboozle, just as you are able to get a lot of value from it by vaulting using your power. Looks like you don't have a lot as far as blood point offerings, so we'll just use our half shell. And we will wait in lobby until the ad is done. This will be our second to last match. So we'll do Wesker and then one more. For those of you who haven't already and want to do a killer request, make sure to do so now, as this will be your last chance. Otherwise, we'll just spin the wheel and see who we land on. Looks like going down to 1 mil was the right choice. We're at 1.7, so if 2 matches, we'll be like 1.8, 1.9, I feel. 1 medkit, 2 medkits, and the toolbox. So Gift of Pain here will be beneficial. There is argument that Sloppy Butcher would be better since we're going to be injuring survivors with our M1s, but yeah. Apparently Butter's being an absolute menace outside the stream room right now, trying to get into the trash, for he is a little gremlin. He's like one of the few cats that I've ever had that have been like obsessed with trash and trying to get in it. For the most part, like the only other cat that I ever had that did that was Buster, my Maine Coon cat. And the only time he'd ever do it is with fish. He went nuts for any form of fish. Tuna, bonkers. Shrimp, though. Shrimp. Raw shrimp, he would absolutely go rabid over. It was the funniest thing. But we have spawned on the Badham Preschool 3. They could spawn back there. Actually, the spawns here are really messy, but it's a really small map in the grand scheme of things as well. Let's dash out, try and get a little bit of distance here. And we do see scratch marks going into 2-story. We do hear breathing as well, and there is a Elodie. I was like trying to find the name because I haven't seen the survivor in quite some time. We want to loop them this way because we didn't want them looping into the vault. We want to make it really difficult for them to vault. That's something that I feel like a lot of killers don't pay attention to when looping, is the direction the vault survivors are looping into. I'll check over here in this corner. It might be this way. No, I have no clue where they are right now. So far, nothing. We'll bamboozle that, get some distance, and go for the Michaela. We will get the hit here before she makes a pallet, which is always nice. Our power is going to be up soon as well. She has a pallet coming up here, though, that will be on short side. She realized that and is going to push us back around. Ooh, taking a gamble there, friend. And good job on the mind game. She realized what we were attempting to do. But we will get the down. Honestly, really impressed by Michaela there. She played that super well. As far as hooks are concerned, we do have a skirt hook back here. I was kind of worried because I thought that door was closed, but we will get it.
Just started.
No progress there. Could be progress down in school, though I don't really want to defend that if at all possible. Let's check out 2-story and shack. Sounds like some progress here. That is Ash. Let's vault, bamboozle it. He did not want to drop that. So we'll get the hit. We have our power to follow up. Go for distance and potentially the infection. He might go towards the vault, though instead looks like he's going towards pallet. Yep. Let's try and take short side here. You get it. Does he have a dead hard? Next question of the day. Hard to say. I will note we haven't really gotten much in the ways of infections, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. No progress here. I think they're down in school. Here, Dwight. No, that was Ace, not Dwight. They sure enough are. See if we can get down here in time. He did not drop pallet, funny enough. Alright, he's not going towards pallet, so let's cut him off here in case he wants to replay. And he realizes his mistake, I feel. We got caught in geometry there for a second, though. Basement is not here. We might not actually be able to get him to a hook. Like real dicey, actually. Yeah, Wesker is a really fun killer. Yeah, I still need to fix that. They need to put a hook down in the school basement, is what they need to do. We're just going to bloodlust him down here. Really push him around. Alright, now we can get the Scourge Hook, get his gen regressing again. And he is the first to be infected. There are 12 inoculations in the match. There's actually a box right next to him too, which is something to keep in mind. Let's go this way. I feel like I heard a pumpkin smash. It wasn't next to me, so I think it was down here in school. Yep, sure enough. Well, that's just a little bit awkward. I'm not sure what happened there, because that was 2 DCs simultaneously. Yeah, I mean, if you don't do that. Don't do that. So, don't. Yeah. Go get Hatch. Go get Hatch, friend. You want me to follow you? Sure, I'll follow you. Fortunately, I don't get my my full stacks. You want? Okay. He wants me to hook him for whatever reason.
Too bad you won't make it much further.
That will grant us the full 15 that I was missing, but yeah, that was really, really odd. Maybe he feels bad about the DCs. Honestly, like, I'm the one to feel bad for the DCs. They've only completed 1 generator, so normally I would give them the hatch anyways. But especially on like 2 DCs, I normally at that point, like, yeah, we'll just give you a hatch. So maybe he just feels bad about it. Maybe you're right. But either ways, GG's to these survivors. Yeah, it was like a back-to-back DC, so I feel like they're on the same internet. Yeah, it had to be. It was so sudden. Good luck, have fun, next match. Well, at least the Ash seemed to be understanding of the situation, but yeah, that was very odd indeed. All right, last spin, and we got the Blitba himself, the Blat. Let's grab this. Damage 4 different generators. We can do that as we are going to be using the Scourge and Hook. Blight. What do we want to use on you? We're doing a bit of a meme build here. Yeah, Blight is a fun one. Blight is very fun. He's very unwieldy, though. Personally, I don't mind that. Scourge Hook, Pain Res, makes sense. As far as the last one, we have Insta Break with the rushes, so Brutal Strength isn't really beneficial. So we're really looking at utility perks here more than anything. We could go Bamboozle, as strange as that sounds. Make your choice. We don't have a teleport, but we can always go back for it, though Blighted Rush does not down them. If they are exposed, it does need to be an M1, which Blighted Rush is considered an M2 or a special ability hit. What else? Coup de grace. I don't really want to do any more slowdown, even though we could go like Deadlock. Dragon's Grip, no. Gearhead, no. I don't really want to go Exposed because, like I said, it doesn't really synergize well with Blight's power. What do I want my 4th perk to be? Like, what early works well for Blight? Like, we could go with, like, Thanatophobia. Thanatophobia is another slowdown, though, and I really want to only work with one slowdown if possible and really just use a utility perk here. Some survivors will try and go for, like, locker attacks against Blight. Maybe we go with Iron Maiden, just to kind of work around that. I know there's Shadowborn, but I see no point in using that. Terminus. I guess we could go Tinkerer, but I don't know. I just don't see it being a very useful perk at this point in time. Yeah, let's just counter the quote-unquote counterplay. It gives you a little bit of distance, right? If survivors mid-chase jump into a locker, you're in your Blighted Rush, you're not able to get the down. They jump out of the locker, Iron Maiden activates, they're exposed. You should be able to get the M1 unless they're like next to a pallet or window vault. So I think this will be cute. Do I foresee it getting a lot of value this game? Probably not. More likely not, might get 1 down for it, and that's it. So it'll be kind of a cute idea, and just kind of shores up one of Blight's few weaknesses, I would say. Let's see how we do on our flicks, as that one's Blight's all about. Rotten Fields. As I say all the time, more like rotten luck. Spawn location going to be over here on the right. Unfortunately, got a bit of an awkward slide there. Let's see if I was right. No crows though, so maybe not. Unfortunate. Bounce out the doorway. Hi, friend. You see Ash there, and we see what looks to be a Dwight here. Does he have Sprint Burst? Good attempt at dodging there. If I was a less experienced Blight, we may have fell for that. Oh, so close. You will get the stun. Sure, go for it, bud. That was close. Honestly, if we had a little bit more speed, maybe from like a Blighted Crow or something, we may have been able to. You drop? Wow, that is bold, Blight me boy. I get a bit of a mind game there. He did well not to vault. I can't use my power at all because of how isolated Shaq is. That is really unfortunate. He's doing a really good job looping here, honestly. I don't think he gets back to window though, or if he does, it'll be really close. And I don't think he'll get to Cow Tree Pallet in time. He might have a Dead Hard though. Ah! We do see Leon going in for the unhook, or the body block rather. Let's hit him. Interrupt this gen. recognize he can't stay here. Let's get you down. Good body block, honestly. Unfortunate there. I think we do need to just go for the hook at this point. Swing. Just need to make sure that they don't get the stun, because that would be backbreaking. The map is already rough enough. We don't want to lose a hook state when we can. We got some good entries, and this is where like Thanatophobia might be better than Gift of Pain, as Blight is very good at spreading the pain. Good job on the Dwight. Going back towards Shaq. Trying to get that curve there. I'm gonna drop him though. I could've sworn I saw the hook move. Apparently not. Maybe we need to do as the name says and face camp him. Is that a void? Yeah, it's a void. Yeah, I'll just move you a second stage, friend. I think that's the best move for us. Were they in the void? They literally may have been. Yeah, I think she was and got a bit of distance for it too. Here's Dwight once again. We'll break. We have our insta rush thereafter. Fortunately, nothing to bounce off of here. That's the horrible part about this map. I try to get the hug tech going. Wait, did they seriously fall off even though they're healthy? The Yoichi is gonna let the Leon die. That's insane. That's not even on me, honestly. That's totally on the Yoichi. We were in chase with Dwight and Kate. Yoichi doing jack all, it would feel like. Got a gen done too. That may have been what Yoichi was doing, but still. Not the hit. Getting the Dwight in the void. The hell? Didn't even see him there. Yeah, kind of just angling out there. We see a Kate get hit by Iron Maiden, so they know about that's existence now, as strange as it is. You have nothing to bounce off here. We see blood? Was that blood? It may have been Dwight before he healed. That's my thought here. Does he want out? Alright. Looks like Dwight Boy wants out. Though if that's the case, then why is he struggling? I don't even know. Looks like they suicide. Yoichi, or actually maybe not even suicide, Yoichi just moving to second stage, but he's suiciding out, it looks like. I don't fully understand why, to be completely honest. They have a good game going for them. It really came down to Yoichi not going for the unhook on the Leon when we were in chase of both Kate and on Dwight that entire time. It was a good, like, 60 seconds worth of time, too. Looks like that will be that. Bit of a anticlimactic game to end on, to be completely honest, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think given the situation first took 2 gens completed, I think it was justified in going for the progression to second stage. But with that being said, GG's well played to these survivors. We damaged 4 gens? No, we didn't. GG. What did Leon do? So, who is Leon face camp? What? Huh. All right. Oh, need therapy. Well, I got Thunder Smash. That's what I'm gonna leave it there. You all need therapy. What in the world? Freaking survivors recognizing each other in the fog and quite literally just being toxic outright because of... I didn't do anything. Apparently, the Leon previously face camped the other survivors in the match. And so, in turn, they decided to leave him on hook. So, and I was just sitting there like, what is going on? Literally, I just left them with, you guys need therapy. Like, what in the world? People out here freaking holding vendettas over a video game. Oh, all right. Well, I guess that that there was at least an entertaining end to an anticlimactic match. It was such a bad map too, with freaking rotten fields as Blight. It was just miserable. But with that being said, that there will be the end of the stream. As always, guys, if you did enjoy the show and you aren't already, make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Extra Life campaign where we're trying to help heal kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I'll see y'all, what's today, Thursday? You won't see me tomorrow. You'll see me Sunday over on Champions of the Fog, my Dead by Daylight competitive league / tournament / community. It's a lot of things at this point. Either ways, you'll catch me there starting at 12 p.m. CST. With that being said, though, bye-bye!